very warm welcome to you. I'm Hayley Palmer. It's so good to have you here with me on tonight's show, especially as we are joined by Terry from E17. And here is what happened when I caught up with him. Terry, it's great to see you.
Thank you. Thanks for having me, man.
How you doing?
I'm very good, thank you. I've got bad knees at the moment.
Oh, look, we were talking about our knees. We're getting older.
With my body's saying, my mind says I'm still 18, but my body's saying, nah, you're nearly 50. So, still doing all the routines on stage. So, I think they're catching up with me a bit now as it goes.
And you used to be a dancer, like a professional.
Yeah. No, not professional, not professional. But yeah, I like to have thought I was professional.
Yeah, it's amazing. Yeah. But you know, it catches up with you, doesn't it?
It does.
On the old
it does.
Knees. But no, it's really great to have you here. We're going to have a good old chat and go through some of your music videos.
Yep, lovely.
We're going to kick off with Staying on a Day, my absolute favourite, because Christmas is not Christmas without this song, right?
Mate, Christmas is not Christmas without Staying on a Day.
It's not. Like,
and a couple
of
Brussels sprouts, you know what
exactly.
I mean? Yeah.
Like, you walk around Tesco's, you hear the song.
Do you know what? I actually walk around Tesco's at Christmas with a shopping trolley and I can hear the song, so you're right. You are right, yeah.
Other stores are available.
And then people look you around like that, as the song's playing.
And you've got to play it full blast in your car. You must be like really busy at Christmas time, right?
Yes,
everyone's
Christmas
obsessed
time.
with it.
Yeah, Christmas time is mental. We do actually this Christmas we're doing a little theatre tour this Christmas.
Oh, are you?
Yeah, and we've got Blazing Squad and S Club supporting us. So yeah, we've got our own theatre tour this Christmas.
Oh, I love that.
In the UK.
We're going to put details on the screen because
Thank
I
you.
need to be there for this one. But did you ever think that the song would be such like a massive hit to like this day? Because, you know, even now people are still really obsessed with it, like myself.
Yeah, do you know what? No, I didn't think it would be as successful as what it's been. You never do. When you release a track, it's kind of like you're always in your mind, I wonder how well this one's going to go. But yeah, it was amazing, really, because I think we released it in November, and it was a little bit early, really, to release a Christmas song. And as it was climbing the charts, we was like,
wow,
is it going to make it? You know, and you had Mariah Carey out with
All I Want for Christmas.
All I Want for Christmas.
I know my Christmas songs.
Which was a fantastic Christmas song as well. And we kept her off the #1 spot. Yes. So, you know, to keep Mariah off the #1 spot was even more amazing, you know.
Incredible achievement. And I think it was 27 years ago.
Wow.
If I've done my maths correctly. Not my strong point maths.
Yeah, it was.
Was it 27?
Yeah, 27 years ago. Wow.
I feel old now.
Wow. No, not you. I'm talking about myself. No, you look great. You look fantastic.
Getting old, but we love the song. We want to play it right now. It's not Christmas, but we're going to pretend it's Christmas. Check this out. It's Staying on a Day. So let's rewind right back, because like you say, you were a dancer. How did that band come about? Because these days you've got your kind of X Factor, well, not X Factor anymore, but your kind of reality shows. But back in those days, it was different, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was. Back in them days, a lot of bands were actually just put together. They never knew each other, and they were just put together. We actually all went to the same school together, even though Tony and John at the time were 4 years older than me and Brian.
Were you all naughty at school?
Oh, wow. We were ruffians, weren't we? Yeah, a little bit, I suppose, yeah. You know, just not being really bad, but, you know, just getting up to what street kids get up to, really. We used to hang around these derelict block of flats called Bosch in Walthamstow, and they used to be all different age groups. And the older ones used to chase the younger ones and give us dead arms and dead legs if they could catch us. I was a good runner, so I kind of got away with it.
That's why he's got problems with his knees now.
And yeah, Tony was kind of the same age as my sister.
Right.
So he knew I could dance and stuff. And he approached me and said, "Do you want to be part of this band I'm creating?" And I said, "Yeah, I'd love to." After that, I kind of run round to Brian's, because Brian didn't really know Tony, but he was kind of my best mate at the time. And I knocked on his door and I said, "Yeah, I'm in a band." He went, "What, really?" I said, "Yeah." Like, he said, "Did you ask if I could be in?" I went, "Well, no, not really, because I don't know you." I said, "Come round the corner." He's still round there, so we'll ask him together. So we both went round there and we asked him, and Tony went, "Yeah." But Brian couldn't really dance then, so then of a night we had a little stereo that we'd have on the floor and underneath a lamppost, because it was normally dark most of the time, and I'd teach him dance routines.
Really?
Yeah. on the street with a little stereo.
Telling them off.
And we learnt some dance routines. We all used to chip in money to get the demos made out of our normal jobs we had.
Brilliant.
And then we was in the studio, and Tony was trying to sing the choruses, and it weren't really happening. And Brian was kind of humming it in the corner, and we was like, have a go, you know, just get up on the mic and have a go. And he got up on the mic, sounded fantastic, and that was kind of it, really. Brian was then the singer. And then it took ages to get a record deal. The manager was like, no, you're going to get signed next week, you're going to get signed next week.
And it's like, is it going to happen?
Yeah, and like 3 months went by, 6 months went by, and you start losing faith a bit. You start thinking, oh, are we going to get signed? And then the day finally came where Tom was like, no, it's definitely next week. And it happened. But when I said to my dad, I remember going home and saying to him, oh, Dad, I'm in a band. He went, no, you're not, get back to work.
Did he? Your dad's like, I'm not having that.
Yeah, my dad was like, you're not in a band, just get back to work.
Because you're a grafter, like you've done a lot of jobs.
Yeah, I had loads of jobs. My dad always made me work. At school, I had early morning paper rounds.
Oh, me too.
After school, I was stacking shelves.
Oh, right.
On a Saturday, I was working at Wolverhampton Market on a fruit and veg stall, and also a bacon and fish stall. And then on a Sunday, I worked down Lee Valley Trading Estate on a women's clothes stall.
So you're used to like.
So I was busy.
Busy.
I was busy as a kid. But yeah, so he always made me work, which is brilliant because I've got that work ethic now I'm older. You know, I'll go and work ill. I don't want to let people down. You know, if I've got a little cold or like I said, both my knees are...
He made the interview today.
But I made the interview today. So, you know, I think the amount of work that goes into putting on a show, the additional money that gets spent, you know, posters, radio advertising, I've always got that in my head. You know, before cancelling the show. I've never actually cancelled a show, but we had to cancel one a few weeks back because the flight was delayed 4 hours.
Yeah, it happens.
Airport, sort it out.
Yeah,
it's been a nightmare.
Terry told you. But I mean, you had fame at a pretty young age. Was that a lot to deal with? I can't imagine how that must feel for you.
No, not really. Not really. It was. I loved it. I loved travelling. I hadn't been abroad until I was in the band. You know, we always took out holidays as a kid down in Cornwall or Devon, or a caravan somewhere. So you know, it was just interesting to me. You know, especially when you go to countries like Asia and stuff, where you know you land, and it is like landing in a different world. And I just embraced it all really, and just loved every part of it. You know,
when you love what you do.
Yeah, and I love it now.
Yeah,
you know, I love it now. If not, I love it more now because now you're older. We manage ourselves.
Yeah.
And there's no dramas, and everyone knows what we've got to do, and we have a good time and a laugh.
And that's what it's all about. So we're going to go into the next song. It's all right. Everyone jumps to this one.
Oh, everyone loves this one.
Oh yeah. Let's go.
Whoop, whoop.
Don't you worry, 'cause it's alright. Don't you worry.
So your new song, I Just Wanna, is a banger.
Oh, you like it, yeah?
I love it.
Oh, thank you.
I was listening to it yesterday and I was like, okay, I'm loving this. So tell us about the song.
The song I Just Wanna is wrote basically about just a bit of positivity, really.
It's what we all need.
After the 2 years everyone had in lockdown, it was like, let's come out with a nice summer tune, a positive vibe, and a feel-good sort of energy to the track. That's what we've done. The backing track was actually recorded by one of Tiesto. Or Testo, whatever his name is, not Tesco's. Is it Tiesto?
I think so.
Yeah. So the backing track was done by one of his producers.
Okay.
He basically sent over 5 tracks that we all love, backing tracks, and we wrote to them, and we're still writing to them now. I'm popping over to Robbie's next week to vocal the second single. But yeah, we're keeping this album dance.
Yeah,
it's going to be like a dance album.
In the summer is what we need.
Yeah, we're going to keep it as a whole dance album, and then we might even bring out a remix album after of the tracks. But yeah, I think dance. Yeah, I love dance music. Some of the old E17 stuff was dancey.
Yeah.
And we just thought this album, let's keep it all dance. It seems to be the thing that's kind of in the charts a lot at the minute as well.
People are loving that. And so you write and produce a lot of your own music, don't you? You've got a studio at home, right?
I've got a little studio at home. This time we go to Robbie's to do it. So he's got a little studio there. I basically, I've sort of taught myself how to use it from the beginning, really. Little Atari ST computer with a big red dongle, Cubase dongle in the side of it. And then kind of went on to Logic Audio.
Losing me now.
So I'm kind of arranging all the vocals,
Okay,
recording it
yeah.
and stuff like that, and then
Yeah.
and then I bounce all the vocals down into stems, and then I send them back to Germany, and then the producer mixes them into the track nicely.
Well, we are going to check out a little sneaky clip just for you at home. You can download this song on every streaming major platform, right?
Yes.
We will put details on the screen below, but check this out, you're going to love it.
Got me hypnotized. Got me hypnotized. Got me hypnotized. I'm gonna take this journey. Everybody stops at Survey. I'm gonna be determined. Show gratitude, love every day. I just wanna know I'm in control. Pray to the Lord and mend my soul. Pray to the Lord in heaven's light and pay the price and get things right. And it was all a dream but hypnotizing. But then I found it realizing. And I know that I can keep on rising to the mountaintop. Oh Lord, it was just a dream that I could not ignore.
Yeah, come on.
So I took that step right through the open door. It was all in my mind, hypnotizing, yeah. I just wanna live. Look at the life I live. Who's living the life I give. I just wanna live. Loving the life I live. Who's living the life I give.
Terry, we have got a quick fire question round for you. That's what we like to do here on the show. Get to know our guests a little bit better. Here we go. First job that you ever had. Is it paper
First
round?
job I ever had was probably, a paper round. Early
Okay.
morning paper round.
What newspaper was it?
It was all the newspapers.
Oh.
And I used to, do you know, the funny thing was, is there was all the roads I used to do, and then there was 2 or 3 papers which were miles away that I had to post. And I always went over this field. Sorry, so if you never got your newspapers
That's
back in
right.
the probably late 80s or mid 80s, and you lived in Walthamstow, that was probably my fault. So I'm apologising.
We blame Terry on that one. Do they still have paper boys and paper girls?
Do you know what? I don't know. I think they do of like the free one of it. No, I don't even think they do.
I haven't seen one for a long
I
time.
don't even think they do.
We'll find out and let you all know. Favourite gig of all time?
Favourite gig of all
totally putting you on
time.
the spot here.
There's actually 2 favourite gigs of
Okay.
all time. One was in the 90s, which was in Red Square, Russia. We done a gig for Pepsi Cola.
Wow.
And we actually done a Pepsi ad. Remember the old Pepsi ads?
Yeah.
Yeah, we done a Pepsi ad as well. You'd probably be able to find that somewhere on the internet
down.
if you put an E17 Pepsi ad. And then we done it in the Red Square. Apparently over 1 million people turned up. It was
Incredible.
pissing down with rain, I remember. I think a couple of us had ate something dodgy, so we kind of,
Nice.
you can imagine, right? I don't need to explain that one. And
Lovely show.
it was still a fantastic show. And then the next one was only a couple of years ago, New Year's Eve. The Berlin was celebrating 30 years of the wall coming down, and we done it at the gates of the Berlin Wall, and it was a really, really mild Christmas. So everyone turned out, and yet again they estimated over 1 million people in front of the Berlin gates.
Wow. It's one of those
yeah.
moments where you have to pinch yourself and go.
Yeah, so
"This is
they're
insane."
kind of the two ones that I really remember.
Favourite country that you've travelled to? And
Favourite
performed in?
country, I'd have to say Australia.
All right, whereabouts?
All over.
Oh, wait, but Australia then.
All over. I like the
Whereabouts?
Gold Coast. I like the
Okay.
Gold Coast.
Could you live there?
I could live there, yeah. If it weren't too far away.
Yeah, that's it.
But yeah,
travelling.
Yeah, but it is. I don't know. I just find the people are so friendly and funny. You know, it's like a whole country of comedians.
I'm really upset the Neighbours is finishing, Terry. It's a
Oh.
sore subject with me. But
Was
anyway,
it finishing?
Yeah.
Oh, there's not enough viewers, is there?
I mean,
There's
we
a viewers
won't
could
go
kind of
there
go-
on
okay,
that,
we won't
but
go there
I'm
on that one.
heartbroken, so it's a sore subject. We're going to move on from that one. Craziest fan interaction.
Craziest fan interaction would be we was touring Germany, and some fan had sneaked through the luggage compartment of the tour coach.
Right.
And gone up the I don't know how she done it, but sneaked in the luggage compartment, got upstairs, got into one of the bunks, at the top of the double-decker coach.
Like how?
Kind of pulled the curtains. We drove about 400 kilometres. We got to the border, and all the border police came on just to have a check, have a little look around. Found this girl in one of the bunks, and we was like, "Oh my, like, what's going on?" And we literally had to give her about 400 Deutschmarks. It would have been at the time, 400 Deutschmarks or whatever, about 400 or 500 quid in English, to get a cab, or I think the police might have drove her to the nearest train station.
I mean, that is commitment and dedication. A little bit crazy, but I mean, she thought that one out.
But you know,
Probably for months, a lot of planning there.
I think when we was in Italy as well, you know, you used to have like all these kids on the mopeds. We would have about 50, 60 mopeds chasing the van down the road. But some of them, oh mate, I felt sorry for some of the fans. But it was a bit funny, but obviously, hopefully they didn't hurt themselves. But when they chased the van, they didn't see a lamppost or something, and they'd literally like,
oh,
you know, straight into the lamppost. And
okay. This is next level.
Next level fan.
Next level fan.
Obsession.
Was that you? Write into me. I want to hear you. We'll do a story on you. Best thing to eat after a gig. This is such an important question. I'm a big foodie. Don't let me down, Terry.
Best thing to eat after a gig. Normally we eat before the gig.
Oh, okay. Do you?
Yeah, normally we do. Yeah.
A lot of jumping up and down and breakdancing going on.
Yeah, well, a little bit before the gig. Yeah,
Okay, yeah.
Normally around if it's a club gig or late gig, we're normally around 5:30, 6.
Right.
Which is, you know, I like all food, to be honest with you. Where I've travelled around all my life, I'm not. You know, I'm not really fussy about what I eat. Yeah, not really a fussy eater. Best food to eat after a gig, normally alcohol.
Okay, correct answer.
Can we call that a food? Are we allowed to call that a food?
It's why we love you, Terry, on this show. We're going to go into If You Ever.
Oh, brilliant track.
This is, isn't it?
Brilliant track.
Let me have a little look. Here we go.
Hey. Oh, yeah.
Now, this is exciting. You're going to be at the Gosport Festival in July. Put this in your diary.
Yep, it's already in the diary.
29th, 30th and 31st is the Gosport Festival. I believe that you guys are going to be there on the 30th, on the Saturday night.
Yes, we are.
Which is exciting. I'm going to be hosting it. Why?
Brilliant.
Like, what's not to like? You have to come down and it's going to be an amazing party, isn't it?
Oh, mate, you've got to come down to the Gospel Festival. It's going to be amazing. There's going to be a few acts there, including us.
Yeah.
You're going to have a brilliant time. We're going to be performing a new single as well as all the old hits. Come down and come and say hello. We normally, after the show, we normally have some pictures done if you want a signature. Drinks on me. So come down and have a great time. It's going to be brilliant.
Love it. Have you been to Gosport before?
Probably have. I probably couldn't tell you much about it at the moment, but
Okay.
when I get there and I'm driving through, I'll be like, oh, I remember that.
Exactly. I was born in Fareham, which is like down the road from Gosport.
Oh,
So
okay, yeah,
this
I know
festival-
Fareham.
Do you?
Yes, I do. We've done loads of shows there as
Have
well.
you? Yeah,
Yes.
down the M27.
Nice.
And so this means a lot to me because it was where I was brought up. So a lot of my school friends are coming. Like everyone actually I've ever met, come down. This is where the party is at. We will see you there. We're going to go into House of Love. Is this the song that you usually open up with?
Yes, it is. House of Love, brilliant track. It's a lot of energy in that track. Also, a brilliant message in there. And yep, it's a track we always open up with. House of Love. Here it is.
Everybody in the house of love.
Now, I have heard through the grapevine that you're doing a film with lovely Jimmy. We love Jimmy from 911.
Yes.
Like, how did this come about?
This come about. It's actually a friend of mine who wrote the story, and it's a true story about two guys that basically in the 80s they basically fake that one of them is famous
Right.
in Asia.
Okay.
And all the papers kind of grabbed onto this story and basically was offering them 40, 50 grand at the time, and it was all just made up. So yeah, it's like a dark comedy with some funny bits in it, some serious bits in it, and yeah, it's called The Blag because obviously they blagged their way into it. But yeah, no, brilliant. We actually started filming it just before lockdown, and because of lockdown, everything became a bit of a halt on, so we had to stop it. and yeah, then Dave, the writer, he's been a little bit unwell lately, so hopefully it's all going to be on track very, very soon.
Okay, well, we will keep you all posted at home on that. But I know that we want to remind everyone at home to do the following. Come to Gosport Festival. We're not giving you a choice. It's going to be the best party this summer. Again, we're putting details on the screen below about that. Also, your new single, Banger.
I Just Wanna.
Get involved.
Come to Gosport, and I promise you, if you want an autograph and a picture with us, we will be at the barrier after the show, having autographs, doing autographs and taking photos with you.
I'll be dancing as well. I'll be break dancing. No,
You're coming up on stage. What's your favourite song?
Stay.
Right,
Stay
you can join us on Stay.
What, to sing that?
Yep, you can join us. Yeah, you up for that?
Have you not heard about my singing?
That's
it's
all
a very
right.
well-known fact that I'm tone deaf.
Are you a good mimer?
Yeah.
Right, we'll give you a dummy mic.
Okay,
You're in.
You're going to see this. Like, why wouldn't you want to come along and see me make an absolute fool out of myself? I apologise in advance. And big shout out to Sue.
To Sue, lovely Sue. We love you,
love
Sue.
Sue.
She's let us use
Yeah. It's got a
this
bar
building. Yeah, got a little bar here
Winning. Absolutely.
and opaque artists. Thank you, Sue.
Yes,
we love you.
Thank you. But this has been a real pleasure today.
Andrew, thanks for having me. Thank you so much. I really enjoyed it. Thank you.
Amazing. It's Terry, everyone, from E17.
Thank you. Thanks, everyone.
Huge thank you, Terry from E17. What a brilliant guest on today's show. And thank you to you at home for supporting the show. It really is much appreciated. And we're going to leave you with another great E17 track called Slow It Down. And I will see you same time, same place next week.